probably heard by now, but The Last of Us is good. Very good. With unforgettable characters and tense gameplay, Naughty Dog's masterpiece has become widely praised as the PS3's swansong. With such a great story, it's easy to overlook the fact that the experience continues online with Factions mode. But does this online experience still have us on the edge of our seats?
There's a Firefly base close by. Be careful and stick together.
Multiplayer in The Last of Us is brutal, frantic, and unbearably tense. Before jumping into a game, you'll select between two memorable factions from the single-player, Hunters and Fireflies. While there's no discernible difference in gameplay between the two clans, multiplayer within The Last of Us actually comes with a story. Taking place over a series of weeks, your goal is to survive for as long as possible, with each game counting as a single day. With the emphasis on survival, Factions effectively evokes the essence of the single-player campaign. Supporting this are the choices of game modes, Supply Raid and Survivors. Both modes pit 4 Hunters against 4 Fireflies, but whereas Supply Raid is straight-up team deathmatch, Survivors has each player fighting with a single life. As is standard, players can choose between 4 standard classes, such as Assault or Medic, or create their own. With an emphasis on teamwork, the class system works well, and healing or supporting your team can make all the difference, especially within the grueling Survivors mode. While the survivalist action is already addictive, Factions also comes boasting an ingenious meta game. When you start, you'll begin with a small clan of survivors whose health and growth you'll need to carefully maintain. This is achieved by looting supplies from downed enemies, which will in turn feed your clan and allow it to grow. Play badly and your clan will shrink, while spontaneous events, such as a spread of illness, will initiate special timed missions. Just to make this side game more amusing, there's even Facebook integration, which makes your friends and family appear as survivors. Cue amusing on-screen updates about how your friend Dave is collecting wood for the fire. While it's this clever mini-game that keeps you hunting for supplies in Factions, you'll also need loot to earn in-game upgrades. Just like in the single-player, crafting Molotov cocktails, shivs, and health packs requires finding supplies. With both teams hunting down the same loot boxes, there's always a scurrying hunt for essentials between teams. Weaponry also behaves similarly to single-player, and there's a satisfyingly rough edge to its mix of revolvers and rusty hunting rifles. Rather than dying instantaneously, taking damage will cause you to become downed. This allows teammates a chance to revive their friends, or alternatively, enemies to swoop in for terrifyingly brutal executions.
There's just a handful of them. Let's finish them off.
For a game filled with horrifying fungal zombies, it's surprising that Naughty Dog have kept them absent from the multiplayer. However, with DLC on the way, it's likely that the infected will soon appear. Despite their absence, it's the elements of survival that make The Last of Us a success online. Sprinting across a map will get you killed quickly, and to stay alive, you'll need to move slowly, scavenge to craft supplies, and utilize the help of your fellow teammates. Joel's hearing ability even makes it into multiplayer, but with its use limited to a few seconds, how you use your fleeting hearing ability to spot enemies is crucial. Far from being a tacked-on afterthought, the multiplayer component of The Last of Us is well worth delving into. Bolstered by an intriguing metagame and successfully maintaining the brutal survival ethos of the single-player, Factions rewards tactical play. Even without appearances by Joel and Ellie, there are plenty of reasons to continue fighting for survival within The Last of Us.